My name is Nida Salim and I'm a doctor by profession, and I moved to Australia 2.5 years back, and I have given my licensing exams over there to start practice. I have been a very active member of Pakistan Islamic Medical Association, and now I'm working with the Federation of Islamic Medical Association to lay the foundation of an Islamic Medical Association in Australia, which is non-existent till this time. I would like to thank Aisha Baji and Dr. Samia Rahim Tazi and Professor Ishtaq Gonda and all the Scholars team to provide such a beautiful platform and bringing us together to learn. All right, so today we are going to talk about the subtle art of time management. Although the topic doesn't seem quite relevant to my field, as I'm a doctor and you must be expecting some health issue being discussed. But I believe that this is a very important aspect of every profession and hence a successful person. So the importance of time is beautifully explained in Surah Asr, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sworn by time that man is in sheer loss and that we are running out of time. So today we will discuss why we need to learn time management, how are we supposed to manage time, and what effects will it yield in our life. Okay, so see a picture over here. This person has a clock in his hands. So you see everybody in this world has same 24 hours a day. But you see that certain people are more successful than the rest of people. And they have almost the same capabilities, same degrees and everything. So what do they have in special that they are so successful? They have the art of keeping the time in their hands. So what is time management actually? Time management is a set of skills. It is not just one skill. It is a set of skills that you need to manage 24 hours of your day effectively to reach and achieve your goals. So what set of skills are required? Here are compiled 6 sets of skills that are needed for a successful time management. The first one being setting your goals, then prioritizing your work.
Some people are having issues hearing you.
आपको मेरी आवाज़ ठीक आ रही है?
Yes, some people are having issues. Could you please be a bit louder?
Okay, so okay, I'll be a bit louder. Here are 6 things that we need, 6 skills actually. You can say 6 components of time management. So the first one is goal setting your goals, then prioritizing your work, planning and organizing. You must have communication skills and stress management, of course. So we will discuss them one by one today to understand how they affect our time. Goal setting. This is the very first and the most important step. You should be very sure about what you are after. What are your goals in your life? Okay, so let's take an example. Your goal could be passing some exam. Your goal could be to lose 40 kgs of your weight. Your goal could be to start your own business. So you should be very clear about what things you are running after. And there is no limit to number of goals. You can have as many goals as you want in your life. The only thing I would like to emphasize here is all your goals must aim at the purpose of your being. This is very important. Our mentors previously in this session and also in future will guide us with the purpose of our being. So you can take their guidance to this. So once you have set your goals, the most important thing is to start working. You want
your voice is still a bit unclear. Please, could you be a little clearer or maybe adjust your Wi-Fi or something? Some people are saying that they can't hear you properly, okay? Thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay. Is it better now? Is it better?
Yes, it's a bit better, but it's not really very clear. So please, could you be a bit louder? Or I think there's some problem in your network or something. But please carry on and try to be as clear as you can.
All right. So So when you want to go to a shopping mall or you want to visit a place, you cannot just think about it at your home and reach that place, can you? So just like that, this is about your goals. Once you have set your goals and you want to reach a destination, you must start working on it. To reach a shopping mall, you might call an Uber or you will drive the car to it. Just like that, when you have set your goals, you must start working on it, and once you're on it, you will do it. And there is one thing I would like to mention over here, that whatever you are aiming at, it is not necessary that you will achieve it for sure. So the important thing is that you keep trying to achieve it. Trying is the most important thing. Okay, so the second thing after setting your goals, you need to know how to prioritize your responsibilities, which is the second component of time management. Can you hear me better now, or is it still the same? Please drop in the chat box. So prioritizing your work is very important. For example, you have a very important exam of your life, say CSS exam, which is a dream for some people. And you have your only brother's wedding as well. So now you have a choice. The choice is yours. You can prepare for the exam or you can prepare for the wedding. So now you have to decide what you're going to do with your life. So there's a stepwise approach on deciding and prioritizing. Is it important? Both seem very important. Giving CS exam is very important to you, and attending your only brother's wedding also seems very important to you. But is it urgent? You know that CS exam has only 3 attempts, and the age limit also there with 30 years of age. After that, you cannot attempt the exam. And the third and most important aspect is its impact on your goals. The exam will have a major impact on your goals, even it might be your only goal. So you have to choose what you are going to do. This is prioritizing your work. There's another way of prioritizing the work, which is for daily use. Like you can do the simple and easy tasks first, and you can save your time and energy for the lengthy and complex tasks. So this is how you prioritize your work. So here we are. After we have set our goals and we are done prioritizing, we need a plan to do whatever we are after, whatever our task is, whatever our assignment is, whatever our goal is. We need a plan for that. Okay. So we have done a lot of planning for many things. We have many plans in our life. Today we will understand what a plan actually is. Okay, so a plan has actually 5 components. So what are the 5 components? You can see over here in the diagram. You must have a mission, you must have a strategy, your aims and objectives, your time frame, and a plan B, of course. So keep the mission statement in mind. Does anybody of you have any mission statement? I would like you to drop it in the chat box if anybody of you have ever created a mission statement. To understand what a mission statement is, it is just a summary of your aims and objectives in life. It is a formal summary, and it could be of organization or even an individual. So as an individual, you must have read the mission statement of many schools or even your own alma mater. But you as an individual can also have a mission statement. So if you don't have a mission statement so far, I would emphasize that think of one and share it in the group. Or if you have already thought of a mission statement, you can drop it in the chat box for me to see. All right, that would be very great, and it will be an inspiration for me as well. So I'll just give you an example of a mission statement. For example, you are a teacher and your mission statement is to be a teacher and known for inspiring the students to be more than they thought they could be. So this could be a mission statement. So how can be you that kind of a teacher? You need a plan for that. Okay, so this is your mission, and now the plan is, of course, you will have to join some university, or you will join the school or a college, something. You need some platform to do this. Also, you need a time frame. You need to decide the time frame. Do you see yourself at this stage in next 10 years of life? you see yourself at this stage at next 5 years of life? Where do you see yourself? In what time frame do you want to achieve this? So this is very important part of your planning, the time frame. You just cannot go and let it go for an infinity. A time frame will help you work harder for it. And the most important thing, always have a plan B. You can get caught in some traffic, or there might be a roadblock. So unless you don't know the alternate way, you won't be able to reach your destination. So always have a plan B for what you're going to do in your life. All right, so these are the 5 components of the plan. I hope that they're quite clear to you. I'm very running short of time, so I just want to go quick. Okay, so we are here with the 4th component, which is organizing. Many of you must have already done some work on organizing yourself, because every minute spent organizing, an hour is earned. So why do we need to organize? Are there any effects of organizing ourselves? Yes, there are. Say you sit down to write an assignment which is due to be submitted tomorrow. And then you realize that there is another assignment pending. And you also realize that you're running out of paper to write for the assignment. So it's an old school kind of thing, like when there's paper and pencil. Now it's online assignment submission. So it doesn't fit much, but this is just for an example. So if you are organized, you will know the things you are missing, the things that have run out. It will give you a clear picture of what needs to be done. Everything will be available to you when you start working, and you stay up to date. So this is why you need to organize. Now the question arises, how to organize ourselves? So here are a few points I have compiled for you to help you organize yourself a little bit. Make notes of everything, make to-do lists, schedule everything, have a calendar on the desktop, and mark the deadline, mark the important dates on it so that you don't miss it. Keep only what you need. Declutter yourself, declutter your home, declutter your cupboards, declutter your thoughts. Organizing your thoughts and organizing yourself is just as important as your surrounding. You cannot just focus on your surrounding and not yourself. So keeping only those positive thoughts inside you and letting go of all the negative thoughts inside you is also a part of organizing. Do not procrastinate. If your deadline is a week ago far, just don't wait for it. Go for it now. And delegate responsibilities, we are going to discuss this in detail. Practice mise en place. It is a French term, and it means that assigning places to everything. Like, this is a place for my books, this is a place for my clothes, this is a place for my shoes. Assigning places will help you organize better. Okay, so here we come to the 5th component. I hope that everybody is catching up with me well. If you have any queries, you can just put them down in the chat box so that I can answer them later. Okay, so communication. Communication is a very important component of time management, and you must be thinking that this is crazy. How can communication be a part of time management? Well, here we are. Communication is very important because if you are not communicating well, you are just wasting the time and others as well. How? Some people are more comfortable with communicating in written form, and others are more comfortable in speaking. So if you are not communicating well in a purposeful manner, then it will only waste time of others and yours as well. So whichever medium you use to communicate, whether it be any language or any medium written or spoken, these are the 7 points you must keep in your mind. Your speech or your communication, your conversation should be clear, courteous, coherent, correct, complete, concrete, and concise. I wish to discuss it in detail with you, but I think I don't have much time for this. So here I have summarized, it's like an essence of all these points that I have compiled over here, ways to effectively communicate. So if you are a team leader, if you are working as a team leader, the most important thing is delegation. I cannot emphasize enough on this. Instead of taking all responsibilities on your shoulder, you must learn how to distribute those responsibilities among the team members according to their capabilities and specialities. This is a very important aspect of a team leader. If you will take all responsibilities on yourself, you won't be able to do anything. Secondly, you must be very open about your plans with your team. And thirdly, whenever you assign them something, explain the task thoroughly. This is as a team leader. But remember, a team leader is also a team member. So, you should be, as a team member, you should be able to understand the demands of your position in the house or in your organization or in the community, whatever it is. You must be able to understand the demands of your task. Secondly, there is nothing wrong in asking for help. Ask for help wherever and whenever needed. We are not born with all kinds of talent. We can learn things. We are all here learners. So there's nothing wrong in asking for help. Okay, another important, very, very important thing about communication is learn to say no. There is no point in overburdening yourself. When you are at a position of a team leader or you are a very hardworking person and everybody knows that you meet your deadlines on time, so they try to put their responsibilities on you as well. So it is very important that you just simply say no. When you know your limits. When you know you can't do it, just say no. Okay, so here we come to the last point. This is stress management. And you must be wondering how stress management is related to, again, time management. Well, every responsibility requires a healthy mind and a healthy body. So this is why stress management is very important in your life. How does it affect you? Well, you see over here a graph where you see that the level of pressure at both extremes, the performance decreases. So you need certain pressure and not more than that for the optimal performance. When you have optimal performance, your time will be saved. So this is how stress and performance is related to time management. Okay, so I have seen that we will study stress management and understand it in more detail in future, inshallah, during this course. But here I have compiled a few things that will help you manage stress. Okay. The first thing you can do is avoid the situation. How to avoid the situation? Okay, so this is a very weird thing, that how can we avoid certain situations. There are certain people in your life which cause stress, you can avoid them. Okay. Or you could just simply say no, just like I said, that when you are unable to take up a responsibility, just simply say no. So these are some ways of avoiding a situation. Don't trap yourself in undue responsibilities. The second thing, certain situations are unavoidable. You can't do anything. You have to do it. It's your position in your post or even your school or college work or university work and assignment, you cannot avoid it. So what can we do? The second thing you can do is alter the situation. Express yourself, communicate. For example, you are not going to do the assignment. Talk to your teacher, deliver your concerns. Tell them about what difficulties you're facing. This will alter your situation definitely. It will help you. The third thing you can do is adjust your attitude and adapt to the situation. Sometimes there is too much negativity around us, and even though we are capable of doing something, we just cannot do it. So try to see the positive side of everything. Think about the bigger picture. A little bit of, you can say, work now, a little bit of more effort today, how will it affect you in the long run? This is very important. So adjust your attitude. The last resort is accept the situation. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So face your challenges. This is very important. You cannot run away from all the challenges. And challenges are there to make us stronger and more powerful. So whenever we face a challenge, we become a better person than before. Other things that you can keep side by side are take a break. Okay, talk to a very positive friend of yours. Go for a walk. Have a nice cup of tea with a good book in your hand, or anything that helps you fight stress. So just take a break. Don't think about work at that time. Don't think about your assignments at that time. Take a break from everything and relax. Another thing which helps you handle your stress is a healthy lifestyle. How does it affect? Exercising releases endorphins, which are happy hormones. So when you exercise, the happy hormones are released and they help you fight stress better. Apart from that, be very mindful of what you are eating because a healthy body can cope with stress better. So these are the 6 things I think you could do to help you fight stress or handle stress. The rest you will inshallah learn with other mentors of ours who are going to explain this to you in detail. So now we are here at the outcome of our discussion. What are the benefits of effective time management? So here we are now, finally, you can see over here in the picture that this person has a trophy in his hand. So effective time management can lead you to such kind of achievements. So how does it help? You will have a better reputation. People will say that this person is always on time, always sub-based assignment on time, so you will have a better reputation. And if you're managing time, your productivity is increased and you will have a better opportunity, of course, for advancement. Of course, a person, your manager or your CEO will always want to hire a person or want advance. आप ठीक है? अभी भी नहीं ठीक है?
Nita, please carry on. अब मेरा नहीं ख्याल कुछ हो सकता. Just finish this and we'll open the house for any questions there. And you can share the presentation in the group also.
Okay. So there are increased opportunity for advancement. And of course, when you are meeting your deadlines on time, you will have reduced stress and better chance to achieve your career goal. The most important effect it will have is in your confidence, which will increase, and your self-esteem. However, if you are unable to manage your time perfectly or in a better way, what will happen to you? Of course, the absolute opposite. You will have a poor reputation, inadequate productivity, which will result in a restricted growth in your career. You will miss all the deadlines, and hence you will be you will have reduced confidence and self-esteem. So that's why time management is very, very important in our life.
Is anybody who wants to have any comment or any question, please go ahead, unmute yourself and ask. Yes, Dr. Isma, please go ahead and ask if you want to ask something.
Can I?
Isma, I think even your connection is not that good. Okay, I think that would wrap up the discussion.
I have a question. Assalamualaikum.
Please go ahead.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, हम गुजारा कर लेंगे.
I will share this presentation.
Maybe good help. सबसे पहले just
I think I should summarize it myself.
Okay, sure.
I have a question, please.
Yes, please, Ramsha.
There are times when
इन्होंने बताया कि सेटिंग करनी चाहिए जब भी आप कुछ okay, sure.
Isma, I think your voice is really not that audible. I'm really sorry. But let's ask Rimsha to have a question. Rimsha, please go ahead with your question.
There are certain times के जब एक इंसान कुछ करना तो चाह रहा होता है, लाइक ही इज अप टू समथिंग, और लेकिन ना तो उस वक्त सर्कमस्टांसेस फिजिबल होते हैं और ना ही जो हमारे सराउंडिंग्स में लोग होते हैं वो इतने एनकरेजिंग या इतने सपोर्टिव होते हैं कि हम जो अपने गोल्स हैं या अपनी जो एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उनको बेहतर तरीके से अचीव कर सकें या उनके ऊपर काम कर सकें। और समटाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि वो हमारा माइंड बिल्कुल ही शट हो जाता है, जो हम अपने जो गोल से बिल्कुल डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं। तो उस सिचुएशन को हम कैसे डील करें?
ये बहुत अच्छी बात की है इन्होंने और बहुत अच्छा सवाल है। इसका जवाब मुझे कल ही मिला है। डॉक्टर मुइन साहब ने जो की थी गुफ्तगू उससे कि सराउंड योरसेल्फ विद पीपल हु आर पॉजिटिव। एक तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात ये है कि आप अपने इर्द गिर्द ऐसे लोग रखें जो आपको पॉजिटिविटी आपके अंदर डेवलप करें और आपको मतलब अच्छे तरीके से अगर क्रिटिसाइज भी कर रहे हैं तो पॉजिटिव क्रिटिसिज्म हो। और एक जो चीज मैं करती हूँ ये कि सेल्फ मोटिवेशन इज द बेस्ट थिंग। यू शुड मोटिवेट योरसेल्फ। खुद ही इंसान अपने आप को मोटिवेट करता है, तो वो चीजों को अगर हम डिपेंड करें किसी और पे कि वो हमें मोटिवेट करें तो आई थिंक इससे बहुत कम चांसेस है कि हम कोई काम कंटिन्यू रख सकें। तो सेल्फ मोटिवेशन इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट टूल फॉर एवरीबडी टू कीप ऑन गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द गोल।
Thank you very much, Nidar.